Hi guys, it's Ivy. So I'm going to be talking about homophobia in astrology. Specifically, what do we do when we read these ancient old astrology textbooks from hundreds and thousands of years ago that talk about homophobia or that say homophobic things? Like, how do we reckon it? I'm going to give you one specific example. So there is a Muslim astrologer by the name of Abu Mashar. I think he's from like the 9th century or something. He describes an ill-placed Venus or a debilitated Venus as representing lesbianism and sex in the rear, which who has sex in the rear, right? Gay men. So, it's talking about lesbianism or homosexual women and men, essentially. That sounds really bad. It sounds really bad. It's essentially saying a Venus that is messed up, a Venus that doesn't work very well, a debilitated Venus represents gay people, right? Because it's like, what are you trying to say about gay people, right? Like, what do you mean? The way to reckon with that is to not take the astrological text seriously. The reason why is because they are incredibly cryptic. The meanings are hidden, or they are mysterious, or they require critical thinking or deep thinking in general. So in this specific example, Venus. If somebody has Venus in Aries, Venus in Virgo, Venus in Scorpio, Venus in the 8th house, whatever, it does not mean that they are gay, therefore they are bad, or that bad Venus means gay is bad. Like, it has nothing to do with that. What it does have to do is it's further describing the nature of Venus. We know that Venus is creation. It is creating something from within, right? So homosexual sex, right? It doesn't end in pregnancy. It doesn't end in the creation of life. So Abu Mashar, he used those examples, though they are homophobic. He used those examples to further illustrate a point that a debilitated Venus, when it tries to create something, the efforts are wasted, like in gay sex. It doesn't end in the creation of children. So that's saying something about the nature of a debilitated Venus. Like I said, these old astrology textbooks, you cannot take it literally because the examples that they used are the examples that are used in these textbooks are indicative of the time period or the material conditions that these old ass astrologers were living in. So there is racism, there is homophobia, there is classism, all of this shit, like, it is in here because that's the life that these ancient people were living in. So in order to still use this ancient wisdom, you have to read between the lines and you have to understand what the author is trying to say in a very broad sense. So that's how we deal with the homophobia in these old ass astrology textbooks. Hope this helps. See you later.